Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. We've made it to the middle of the work week. How are we doing this early morning? Thank you all for joining me for News 5 Now at 8:05. I'm Shamani Baker. Now, it is still a little chilly outside, but not nearly as cold as it's been the past couple of days. So maybe a light jacket if you're cold-natured. But other than that, I think it's going to be a pretty nice day ahead. We've got a number of things to talk about today, so let's get started. News 5 Now starts right now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
As you know, we've always start off the mornings with our big stories. Number 5, President Donald Trump's push to control Greenland has sparked tension with several European countries. Leaders there are warning that Trump's threat of imposing tariffs over opposition to his Greenland plans could damage the NATO alliance. Number 4. Mardi Gras will be more accessible this year with a new initiative aimed at helping families with special needs. The nonprofit called Special Needs Assistance Station for You is partnering with the city of Mobile to offer accessible accommodations. Families who pre-register can get reserved parking. They can also get help crossing into Mardi Gras Park, and they'll get a designated viewing area. To register for the service, head to our website at WKRG.com and search Snazzy, that's SNASY, and you'll find a link that will take you there. Number 3, the Mobile City Council has voted unanimously to block another ambulance service. The application from Acadian Ambulance would have allowed the company to seek approval to operate under the city's current system. Supporters say it could help with basic life support calls and also help to reduce backups in emergency rooms. But the council says the city needs to update its ambulance ordinance before approving another service. The city's 2 existing services, Newman's and Medevac, fought the request, saying it would hurt their businesses. Number 2. The city of Gulf Shores is looking for participants for its 47th annual Mardi Gras parade. The entry fee is $25, and anyone who's interested can fill out an application on the city's website by February 6th. It's always a lot of fun over in Gulf Shores. If you want to participate, now is the time to sign up. And number 1 this morning, Alabama lawmakers are debating a bill that would allow early voting in the state. Now, as you all know, this has been a topic of discussion for quite some time. A bill proposed by State Representative Adeline Clark of Mobile would give people 5 days before an election to cast a ballot at any early voting center. I want to know how you all feel about this. Early voting, as you know, we don't have that right now in Alabama, but if we did, how would that help or hurt you? Comment below what your thoughts are on that. I'm very curious as to see what you all have to say. While you're commenting on that, we're going to move over to our question of the day. And today it is Dolly Parton turned 80 years old yesterday. What's your favorite Dolly song? Jamie says 2 Doors Down. Alan, Andy says Coat of Many Colors. This is my favorite one. Wendy and Deborah says Jolene. Jolene is my favorite Dolly song. Jan says, Here You Come Again. Andy says, I Will Always Love You. Joe says, Islands in the Stream. Shelly says, 9 to 5. Dina says, I love everything about her. Everything. A lot of people are saying Coat of Many Colors. I feel like Jolene is probably the most well-known Dolly song, and maybe that's why I say it's my favorite. But if you're watching us live, what's your favorite Dolly Parton song? And happy birthday to her. Maybe she's watching us. Probably not. But maybe. Let's move over to our poll of the day. It says, has AI already changed how you work or study? Good question. 4 people say, yes, it has changed how I work or study. 13 people say, no, it has not. This is interesting. I will say there has been some talks, right? I've seen some especially in the news world, guys. I've seen some AI generated videos that are just so false and far-fetched, and people believe them. So for us, it can be difficult, right? To have to refute a lot of these videos that you're seeing on social media that you take as true. And not even just for news, but more so for weather. I think one time we saw an AI generated video of like a news satellite truck being stuck in floodwaters, and it was not true, but more and more people were commenting, "Oh my gosh, are we going to get flooding here in Mobile?" And so it does kind of hinder what we're trying to do. We're trying to put out, accurate information as fast as we can to get the community involved in what's going on in their surrounding areas. And then when you have these AI videos that are just false nonsense, it can get frustrating, and not just for us, but for you guys as well. But I say that to say there are also a lot of good that AI can do. I'm just tired of the AI generated videos because as journalists, we're like, come on now, this is not true. We don't want to cause mass hysteria, but that's a conversation for another day. What do you think? Has it changed the way that you work or study? I assume for a lot of folks studying, especially students, you can ask AI, ChatGPT a question and boom, it'll pop up. But you always want to double check that it's right before you just take that as Bible. And so we haven't really received a lot of comments on this poll. I'm sure by the end of the day, we will see lots more. In other news, there's no right or wrong answer, but we do always want to hear from you guys. Make sure you head to our Facebook page at WKRG, and you can chime in on those questions and polls of the day, and I will share some of your responses right here on News 5 Now. Don't forget, we also have News 5 Now at 12:35 and 5:35. Devin Walsh will be in here this afternoon, and so if you want to chit chat with her, make sure you are logged on your Facebook account at 12:35. And then our 5:35 show, the anchors kind of vary, but we still want you to join in with us and have a good time. You can comment down below. I try to pull up my phone so I can see if you guys have questions or want to know about something or have something to add, and that way I can share your responses. Thank y'all so much again. Happy Wednesday. I hope y'all have a great day ahead, and I will see you back here tomorrow at the same time. Bye, y'all.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.